So you want to buy a house in San Jose and you're researching what are the steps to do that? How should you do it? What's the right order? Using the 18 years experience I have, we're going to guide you through the steps. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm Theresa Wellman with Homeowner Experience Real Estate. And today we're going through a home buyer guide resource that we have to talk with you step by step as to how you should go through the process to buy a home here in San Jose. Now, this process I've developed over 20 years of experience, and it is a process to help you minimize the stress, to effectively get a house as quickly as possible, and to do it without putting yourself at risk. So let's talk through phase 5 today of the final part of buying a house. You want to check out phases 1 through 4 videos and the home buyer guide if you haven't seen those yet before you get into this video. So the tips to buy here on homeownerexperience.com is going to take you right over to our buying a house guide here in San Jose, which is a step-by-step guide that we're continuing to add resources to provide more and more education and upfront information for you. So if you scroll down to this intro paragraph, you will see hyperlinks to each section. So today we're covering phase 5, entering escrow. So congrats, you wrote an offer, it was according to market, you got it accepted by the seller. Now what? What do you do? Well, this is a really important phase to understand upfront before you get there so that you can set expectations and understand timelines. So the first thing that you're going to want to know is that the first 2 days of escrow are going to be busy. You're going to be syncing up with the lender, locking your rate, finalizing all the paperwork. If it's been a few weeks since you've had an update, for example, you might need to get latest statements in. So that first day is very busy with the lender, also very busy getting your earnest money deposit wired and sent into escrow. Those are the 2 things you really need to be aware about in the very first part of escrow. And your earnest money deposit is 3% of the purchase price and of your down payment. So if you're putting 20% down, it's 3% of that 20% down you're going to put in right away within 1 business day. Once you've done that earnest money deposit, you've worked with your lender, you've gotten through those first couple days. When you work with us, you're going to get a full checklist of what's next for the next 21 or 30 days of escrow to guide you through that process. And here's a high level on our home buyer guide. You're going to need to talk through the inspectors that you maybe decided before writing the offer that you wanted to get into the property. There can be inspections with contingencies or without contingencies. You can still do inspections because you have a 17-day period when you can go visit the property to measure, to bring a contractor to get estimates or any details like that. The California purchase contract, no matter whether you have contingency or not, allows you that time to go visit the property, like an informational access period. Once you've set those up and scheduled those items, you're going to want to focus on your homeowner's insurance and making sure you can get that lined up, get multiple selections if possible so you can get the best rate for your homeowner's insurance or the best coverage. I first recommend you work with whoever has your auto insurance. If you need other recommendations, you talk to your realtor to get those. The next important phase in escrow is going to be the appraisal on the home. And we have here a link going through more details about who pays for the appraisal, what is an appraisal, what factors can affect the appraisal, all those things that you need to know. And again, in phase 4, you probably had this discussion with your realtor in preparing for the price and understanding whether you needed an appraisal contingency or not. Those are important discussions to have for sure. So going back here, there's some more resources on closing day, appraisals, and again, we're going to continue to add more. So when you go to this home buyer guide, you might actually see more common questions being addressed in our blog for continual education and resources for you. So congratulations, if you've made it all the way through phase 5, you are getting your keys and you are moving into your new house. Such a huge accomplishment, but as you can see, getting through all of these phases is quite a bit of work and takes quite a bit of preparation to do it correctly and to compete here in the San Jose market. If you'd like more guidance or understand what we offer, please do check out our home buyer consultation and all these other resources that we have here to help you be educated and ready to make this move. I'm Theresa Wellman with Homeowner Experience Real Estate. Thanks for joining me today.
When you get serious about finding the next home, even if it's 3 to 6 months away, I recommend a buyer consultation. People often ask me tips and tricks for navigating the home buying process, and this buyer consultation meeting is focused on planning and educating you with insider tips. We enjoy putting the best plan together with you to create the best outcome. When we meet, these are things you can expect, things that my best clients say they really appreciated. First off, insider tips for the loan process and our list of favorite lenders, discussion of your purchase power and budget so you understand how banks determine loan amounts. Third, help you build your ideal property profile with your budget in mind, and also talk through the best tools to use and how to avoid common mistakes. And really valuable is we help you make a strategic plan and timeline to meet your goals. We'll also discuss different neighborhoods and cities and address your questions in this meeting. If these insider tips are what you're looking for, schedule a free buyer consultation with us, either in person or on Zoom. Check out the link below.